Hi, I'm extremely thrilled to be doing this video on one of the possibly the best icons of cricket, probably the best sports person in the world, an ambassador of the game, a big role model for many people, not just now, but I'm sure for generations to come. Sachin Tendulkar, after his amazing feat of 100 hundreds, if you pause for a moment and look back, 100 hundreds is not a joke. 22 years of illustrious career, beating all possible records, making sure that he's always at his best. This man, Sachin Tendulkar, what made him what he is today? When people come in today, youngsters come in today saying that I would like to play for the country, I would like to play for the team, score a couple of hundreds. This man never looked back even for a moment to see what he has to achieve. He just kept on going. He kept going on and on. Sachin Tendulkar. My learnings from this great man, my inspirations from this great man. I can speak volumes. Uh, I can go on about this great man, and I'm just going to share a few things that really inspired me about Sachin Tendulkar. What made him what he is today. One thing great that he said up after his 100th knock yesterday, the 100th 100 yesterday was dreams to come true. Stay to your dreams, stick to your dreams. Your dreams may probably take time. Everybody in the world want to achieve something big. They have dreams. You have dreams. So when you have these dreams, stick on to those dreams. Trust me, when he came in as a young boy at the age of 16, being able to adapt himself to that atmosphere, to this climate, and to wait for 22 long years was not a joke. Many people in that span of time came in, they gave up, they could not sustain. But this great man sustained 22 long years to win a World Cup, which is a World Cup which is probably, like everybody know, is the heights of achievement when it comes to international cricket. He did it. So trust me, when you have dreams, stick on to your dreams. Hold on there. You would in time achieve what you want in your life. You would in time achieve your dreams. That's one of the biggest learnings that we need to get from Sachin Tendulkar. Remember this. When he hit his 100 yesterday, we should also probably understand, remember that he's got about 25 plus scores of over 90, a very close to 100. So that was to add up, it's going to be a humongous number, right? For Sachin, life without cricket was unthinkable. It is for him, life was cricket, cricket was life. Many people at the same time had similar talents, had the similar skills and the abilities to be a very successful cricketer. But then for him, he made it life. The kind of passion that he brought into his game was immense, right? Like I've said here, it's not just about having the talent, but it's the ability to nature it to achieve greatness, right? When you have talent, how much of efforts you put to nurture that talent, how much of time you actually spend to be the best in that skill that you have, that in turn would become passion. That would be your passion. That would help you to achieve greatness. Find out that skill that you're good at, that talent that you possess, and how to nurture that to be able to achieve greatness. Like many know, Sachin was never a good captain, right? So he knew his weakness. He knew that was not what he would be able to do. But that did not deter him from being the best in the world of sport, in the world of cricket. He understood that's not his calling. He understood that's not what he was meant to do. So what did he do? He started focusing on his batting skills. Interestingly, if you look back the history of Sachin Tendulkar, he ideally wanted to be a good bowler, right? But then when he went back to a cricketing academy run by Dennis Lilly, he said, no, that's not what you're meant to do. You're meant to be a batsman, a great batsman. Not that he did not bowl, but then he was meant to be a great batsman. Know your weaknesses. It is not necessary that each and every one of us need to be the best in everything that we do. It need not necessarily be that. So what's important is to understand what are we good at. Understand what is that we probably need to improve on. And if that something is not going to help us and still achieve what we want, then it's good. Let aside that weakness and focus on your strengths. Focus on how to be the best in the area that you would be really good at. Find out that particular area and focus on it so that you achieve greatness in life. Limitations are in the mind. Absolutely true. Um, Everybody was scoring 200s, 300s. In fact, Lara scored a astonishing 500 in a test cricket, 200 in an one day international. Sachin could only do that. Rather, Sachin could be the first person to do that. Are these records going to be broken? The 200 is already broken, but trust me, he's the first, and he's going to be remembered for that. Limitations on your mind. Stretch yourself. Stretch yourself and think big. Think something which many people don't even dare to think. When you think of that, when you strive to be beyond greatness, when you strive to be excellence, then you achieve that even more easily, right? Strive to be achieving excellence. Yeah, so stretch your mind. Limitations are just in your mind. Focus on what would it be like when you stretch yourself, put yourself on a very, very high pedestal. Brilliant quote from Sachin Tendulkar. I'm not happy with my performance, right? I'm happy with my performance but not satisfied, correct? Be happy about your achievements for today, but then don't get bogged down and don't get stuck into that. That would be like boasting on your past glories, which is not so useful, right? Never be satisfied. Keep looking for something big. Be happy. Enjoy those success. Enjoy that moments of success, but keep going on. Humility. Sachin Tendulkar was known for his humility. Be humble, right? He never bothered about what people said. Even the last 1 year, when he was struggling to get his 100th 100, he was not somebody who was going to get bogged down. He was not somebody who was too bothered because he knew he just was doing what he wanted to do, what he was supposed to do. For him, being humble was a part of him, right? In this 22 years, there were many captains, probably some of them very, very fresh to the field, but he never bothered about it because for him, he knew his ultimate purpose. He knew his goal. His goal was to play for the country. His goal was to be the best cricketer that he wanted to be and serve to the people what he could every time, right? Be humble. Just focus on what your goals are. Focus on your outcome rather than focusing on the environment. That will take you to the highest possible level. One thing that we ought to learn, that we ought to adapt from Sachin for sure, is sharpen your saw, right? Even before this 100th 100, a couple of days before that, he did not score well in the first game. And after that, between the two games, the Indian cricket team actually had a choice of practice for nets. Interestingly, out of those 15, 16 odd people, there were just two or three of them who came onto the nets to practice. And believe me, trust me, without any surprises, Sachin was one of them. After 22 years, he probably has the best shots in the world. Nobody needs to teach him how to play cricket. Nobody needs to teach him how to handle situations of pressure, of tension, nothing of that sort. But this guy, this man, comes out in the nets and practices not just a few balls, but then he practices for hours. No wonder he hit his 100th 100 yesterday. That's what makes him the man. That's what makes him the greatest man ever, the greatest cricketer ever. Sharpen your saw. Make sure that your skills are often remembered by you. Make sure that your skills are practiced by you more often. You need to revise your skills. You need to get back to the nets and practice well so that when you're on field, you would be the best. It's okay to do mistakes on the net. It's okay to make mistakes off the field. But on the field, you're not supposed to make mistakes. So get back to your nets, practice, sharpen your saw, sharpen your mind so that you'll be able to achieve the best in whatever you do. Start early, the earlier the better, right? There is nothing like tomorrow, there's nothing like 1 year later. Now is the moment. Today is the day. So make sure that you start early so that you have more time to achieve a lot more things. Trust me, even if you're 60, 70, it's still not late. You still have time. So start today, start now. The earlier the better. No matter how big you are, no matter how big you achieve things, you still have to do the basics, right? That's not going to change at all. For Sachin, that never changed, right? He achieved so much in his life, but he still stuck to his basics. He still stuck to what he has to do at ground level. You may be as an entrepreneur, as an executive, as a homemaker, as a student, whatever you are, stick to your basics, do your basics properly. When you do your basics properly, then your foundation is set. When your foundation is set, you can build a tower however tall you want. Get back to your basics. Do your basics right. If by chance you feel that the basics are not right, go learn, put your basics strong, get your foundation very, very strong so that you can probably build the tallest tower in your life, the tallest tower of your life to achieve great success. What made Sachin what he is? What made him probably the best cricketer, the best sportsman? Commitment, total commitment. There were times when he probably could not even take a step forward and bat, but he would be there. I remember in one of the club matches when he split his web in the semi-finals, he could have made a choice. He could have sat back and said, I'm not going to play the finals, but that's not what Sachin is. With a bandaged hand, he came. And, probably they did not win that game, but that's commitment. That is what is important in life. That's what is going to differentiate you from the other people. Other people who probably give excuses, lamest of excuses for not being there. Commitment, passion. This guy had a lot of passion. When you have passion, you would be ready to stretch to any possible extent. It's not going to deter you, it's not going to pull you down at all. Without any doubt, dedication in whatever you do. Give your 100%, no matter what results you get. Give your 100% every single moment, every single time. When you give your 100%, trust me, you will achieve success in life. Be adaptable. Sachin was extremely adaptable. Probably in the span of 22 years, there were so many changes in the format of the game. He was readily able to adapt quickly to all those changes in play, right? If you go back in history of his game, he was not an opener of the game. He was not the person who was going to walk in first. He used to come like, the fourth or the fifth. And one fine day, he said, let me start the game. Let me go as an opener and play. And he was extremely adaptable to that, right? He was able to really, really score well. And that's what probably made him what he is today. Yeah. Be humble. Never allow success to get on your head. Never allow success to shadow your eyes. That's not something that would help you in the long run. Be humble, right? And work hard. People ask, should I be smart? Should I work smart? Work hard? Work hard. Working smart is important, but working hard is not even a choice. Just give your best. And importantly, be disciplined, right? Be disciplined in every area that you do. I mean, these are probably few of the characteristics of Sachin that made him what he is today, that made him probably the most successful cricketer. I might sound as a fanatic of Sachin. Truly, yes, I am a fanatic. He's probably the biggest icon, the biggest role model for me, for millions of people, right? And sometimes when you have all these behaviors, be patient for your success. Just listen to your mind and your soul. You're going to be there. Like I said, he had to wait 22 long years to achieve his dream of winning the World Cup. He did it. Be patient for success. Sometimes success cannot happen overnight. You need to achieve success in steps. Small steps would definitely take you there. Be patient, right? And I'd like to summarize this video with this. Never run after success. Strive for excellence. Never run after success. Strive for excellence. When you achieve excellence, when you go towards excellence, the amount of satisfaction, the amount of happiness that you would have is immense. It's a beautiful feeling. Successful people always achieved excellence, which got them success at different levels. Sachin got success at different levels because he was aiming for excellence. He was the youngest cricketer ever. He was probably one of the youngest um captains that the country had. He was the first person to score over several 50s. He was the first person to appear in the most number of World Cups, the most number of one day international, most number of tests. All those were landmarks, all those were milestones, right? Which made him achieve many successes in life because he always strived towards excellence. Strive towards excellence. That would make your life even more amazing, right? This video is my salute to the Master Blaster, the salute to the greatest icon of cricket, to probably the best sports person I've ever come across. I think we're going to see more of him. He's going to be a legend. He is a legend. He would etch his name in every possible record in this in the field of cricket. And trust me, these lessons, if you're able to adapt, if you're able to follow, would help us also achieve similar feats in life. Would also help us to achieve similar successes in life. Have a great life. Have a wonderful, wonderful, excellent life ahead of you, and life will never be the same.